Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, visionaries, warriors, and builders of dreams. Today I stand before you to deliver a message that will ignite your spirit, shake your soul, and propel you toward a life of greatness. No turning back. The power of unwavering commitment. This isn't just a speech, it's a transformative odyssey, a call to awaken the unstoppable force within you. For the next 45 minutes, we're diving into a journey of inspiration, woven with powerful stories, profound wisdom, and practical tools to make commitment your greatest weapon. So open your hearts, fuel your passion, and let's embark on this life-changing adventure together. Commitment is not a casual word, a fleeting thought, or a half-hearted promise. It's a sacred vow, a pledge carved to the very essence of your being that declares, I will not quit, I will not falter, I will not turn back. It's the spark that transforms dreams into reality, the engine that drives every monumental achievement in human history. From the invention of the airplane to the eradication of smallpox, from civil rights victories to personal triumphs, every success story begins with someone who refused to give up. But let's be honest, commitment isn't a leisurely walk through a meadow. It's a battle against a raging storm. When the winds howl, your body aches, your mind is clouded, and the world screams for you to surrender. Yet, you press on because you've made a promise to yourself. And that promise is your power, your anchor, your fire, dot. When you commit with no plan B, no safety net, no escape rope, you unleash a force that's nothing short of miraculous. It's like a river breaking through a dam. Once it's free, nothing can stop it. By burning the bridges behind you, you tap into a wellspring of courage, creativity, and resilience you didn't know existed. Let me share a story to bring this to life. Meet Abigail, a young woman from a small town in Iowa who dreamed of becoming a rocket scientist. Growing up, Abigail had no access to advanced math classes or science labs. Her family struggled financially, and her school lacked resources. People told her, girls don't do rocket science, pick something easier. But Abigail was relentless. She decided, I'm going to build rockets no matter what. She studied online tutorials, borrowed textbooks, and spent her summers at free science camps. When she was rejected by her first choice college, she felt the weight of failure, but told herself, no turning back. She applied again, earned a scholarship, and worked tirelessly through her engineering degree. Today, Abigail designs propulsion systems for a leading aerospace company, sending satellites into orbit. Her secret, unwavering commitment, Commitment is your superpower because it reshapes you from the inside out. It rewires your mindset, fortifies your spirit, and aligns every action with your purpose. Think of commitment as a muscle. The more you push through challenges, the stronger it grows. Every time you choose to show up, even when it's excruciating, you're building that muscle. Over time, it becomes unbreakable. Commitment also brings clarity. When you're all in, you stop wasting energy on distractions like mindless scrolling, procrastination, or self-doubt. You move with precision, like a pilot navigating through turbulence. And here's the magic. Your commitment doesn't just transform you, it inspires others. When people see you refusing quit, it lights a spark in them, showing them what's possible when you stay the course, But the journey is no easy feat. The path to your dreams is not a smooth highway. It's a treacherous mountain trail filled with self-doubt, failure, rejection, and naysayers. There will be days when you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world. That's where commitment becomes your armor, shielding you from negativity and propelling you forward. Let's talk about Benjamin, a young man from Baltimore who dreamed of becoming a professional chef. Benjamin grew up in a neighborhood where opportunities were scarce and his family could barely afford groceries. He taught himself to cook using basic ingredients, but his first catering gigs flopped due to inexperience. Restaurants rejected him, and friends told him to stick to something stable. There were moments when Benjamin felt like his dream was a pipe dream. But he looked himself in the mirror and said, no turning back. He saved for culinary classes, worked for free to gain experience, and perfected his recipes. Today, Benjamin owns a celebrated restaurant in New York, serving dishes that tell his story. His commitment to kitchen to a legacy ... Your commitment creates a ripple effect, touching lives far beyond your own. It uplifts your family, motivates your friends, and inspires strangers. Consider the story of Charlotte, a single mother from Denver who wanted to start a tech company. Charlotte had no coding skills of raising 3 kids on her own. She started by taking free online courses for horses. But her first app prototype failed, and investors dismissed her as unqualified. There were nights when Charlotte questioned herself, but she was committed. She said, "This is for my kids' future, no turning back." She refined her skills, built a better app, and networked with mentors. Slowly, her company grew, and today it provides innovative software to businesses nationwide, employing dozens of people. Charlotte's commitment didn't just build a company, it built a brighter future for her family and community. So, how do you cultivate this kind of unwavering commitment? First, find your why. Your dream needs a deep personal reason. Maybe it's to honor your loved ones, secure your future, or leave a mark on the world. Your why is your anchor in tough times. Second, set clear, actionable goals. Break your dream into small, achievable milestones. Each one builds confidence and momentum. Third, embrace failure as feedback. When you stumble, analyze what went wrong, adjust, and keep moving. Abigail, Benjamin, Charmin, and Charlotte all failed, but they never stopped. Fourth, surround yourself with positivity. Ditch the doubters and find mentors, friends, or communities who believe in you. Fifth, take action every single day. Even tiny steps like reading a page, practicing a skill, or making a phone call keep you on track. Sixth, visualize your success. Picture yourself achieving your goal, feel the joy, and let it fuel your drive. Seventh, celebrate small wins. Every milestone proves you're progressing. Eighth, stay disciplined. Commitment thrives on consistency even when motivation fades. Ninth, reflect regularly. Check in with yourself to ensure you're aligned with your purpose. 10th, keep learning. Seek knowledge to sharpen your skills and stay adaptable. 11th, practice gratitude. Being thankful for your progress keeps you grounded. 12th, build resilience. Life will test you, but commitment means bouncing back stronger. 13th, stay patient. Great things take time, and commitment means trusting the process. 14th, seek inspiration. Read about others who've succeeded to fuel your fire. 15th, give back. Helping others along your journey reinforces your purpose. What happens if you don't commit? You'll carry the crushing burden of regret, haunted by what ifs. Regret is a thief. It steals your peace, your confidence, and your potential. The temporary pain of effort or failure is nothing compared to the lifelong ache of wondering, what if I had kept going? Don't let fear, doubt, or laziness rob you of your destiny. Choose commitment now. Let me tell you about Lucas, a young man from San Francisco who dreamed of becoming a professional musician. Lucas had no instruments or formal training, but he taught himself guitar using a borrowed one. His early performances at local cafes were met with silence or criticism. Friends told him to be realistic, but Lucas refused to quit. He practiced daily, wrote original songs, and shared them online. One song went viral, landing him a record deal. Today, Lucas tours the world, living his passion. His commitment turned a borrowed guitar into a global stage. Then there's Mia, a woman from rural Idaho who wanted to become an environmental scientist. Mia grew up far from research labs with no access to science programs. She studied biology from old textbooks and watched documentaries to learn about ecosystems. When she applied to universities, Rejections piled up, and people told her, "You're from a farming town, stick to agriculture." But Mia was committed. She worked multiple jobs to fund community college, then transferred to a university with a science program. When research grants were hard to come by, she found scholarships. Today, Mia leads conservation projects in the Pacific Northwest, protecting endangered species. Her commitment turned a small town dream into a global impact. And let's not forget Ethan, a former warehouse worker from Memphis, who dreamed of opening a fitness chain. Ethan was out of shape and had no credentials. He started by transforming his own health, waking up at 4 a.m. exercise. When he began training others, clients were skeptical and gyms wouldn't hire him. But Ethan was committed. He earned certifications online, built a social media following, and trained clients for free to prove his worth. Today, Ethan's fitness chain has locations across the South, helping thousands get healthy. His commitment built a movement from a single dumbbell. Your commitment is your legacy, but it's also about the small daily choices. It's choosing to get up after a setback, to learn from criticism, to keep going when no one believes in you. Let's look at another example. Meet Layla, a teacher from Chicago who wanted to write a children's book. Layla had no writing experience and a demanding job. She wrote during lunch breaks, but her first drafts were rejected by publishers. Colleagues told her to focus on teaching, but Layla was committed. She took writing workshops, revised her work, and kept submitting. After years of persistence, her book was published and became a classroom favorite. Layla's commitment turned a notepad into a literary gem. And then there's Owen, a teenager from Miami who dreamed of becoming a professional gamer. Owen came from a low-income family with no gaming setup. He practiced on an old computer at a community center, often lagging in online matches. Sponsors ignored him, and peers mocked his silly dream. But Owen told himself, no turning back. He studied game strategies, saved for better equipment, and streamed his matches. A viral clip caught the attention of a gaming team, and today Owen competes in national tournaments, inspiring kids in his neighborhood. His commitment turned a slow computer into a championship trophy. Commitment also means staying true to your values. Take Zoe, a nurse from Portland who wanted to advocate for mental health reform. Zoe saw patients struggling with access to care and decided to act. She started a podcast to raise awareness, but faced backlash from skeptics who called her idealistic. Balancing her job and advocacy was draining, but Zoe was committed. She partnered with nonprofits, spoke at conferences, and lobbied lawmakers. Today, her efforts have led to new mental health programs in her state. Zoe's commitment didn't just change policies, it changed lives. Your commitment shapes the world around you. It's the courage to keep going when the odds are against you, the discipline to show up every day, the faith to believe in yourself when no one else does. Let's reflect on another story. Meet Caleb, a former janitor from Atlanta who dreamed of becoming a fashion designer. Caleb had no design training and worked long hours to support his family. He sketched designs at night, but his first clothing line was a flop due to lack of exposure. People told him to stick to cleaning. But Caleb said no turning back. He learned marketing, networked with boutiques, and crowdfunded his next collection. Today, Caleb's designs are sold in major stores, celebrating his cultural roots. His commitment turned a sketchbook into a runway. And then there's Ava, a high school dropout from Detroit who dreamed of becoming a lawyer. Ava faced poverty, no college degree, and skepticism from everyone. She earned her GED, worked multiple jobs to pay for community college, and studied law books in her spare time. When she failed her first ISAT, she felt defeated, but told herself, no turning back. She studied harder, retook the test, and got into law school. Today, Aiva is a civil rights attorney fighting for justice. Her commitment turned a broken path into a courtroom victory. Commitment is also about perseverance through uncertainty. Take Noah, a small business owner from Seattle who wanted to create eco-friendly packaging. Noah had no manufacturing experience, and his first prototypes failed. Investors called his idea impractical, and suppliers ignored him. But Noah was committed. He researched materials, partnered with local farms, and tested new designs. Today, his company supplies sustainable packaging to major retailers, reducing plastic waste. Noah's commitment turned a vision into an environmental revolution. And let's not overlook Harper, a librarian from Boston who dreamed of starting a literacy program for underserved kids. Harper had no funding and a full-time job. She started by hosting free reading sessions, but attendance was low and donors were skeptical. But Harper was committed. She wrote grants, rallied volunteers, and partnered with schools. Today, her program serves thousands of children, boosting literacy rates. Harper's commitment turned a library corner into a learning empire. Your commitment is about more than achieving goals. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the resilience you build, the lives you touch, the legacy you leave. Every step you take, every obstacle you overcome inspires someone else. You become a lighthouse for those lost in the dark. So I challenge you today. Think of one dream that sets your heart ablaze. Maybe it's launching a startup, writing a masterpiece, advocating for change, or becoming your best self. Make a promise right now, no turning back. Write it down, shout it out, and let it sink into your bones. This is your moment, your life, your chance to shine. Don't let it slip away. You are stronger than you realize, capable of more than you can imagine. The road may be steep, but you were born to climb. Stand tall, take that first step, and keep going, no matter what. The world is waiting for your greatness. Unleash the power of unwavering commitment, and let nothing, absolutely nothing, stop you. You're not here to blend in or settle. You're here to soar, to inspire, to change the world. So go out there and show everyone what happens when you commit with every fiber of your being. No turning back, my friends. No turning back. Thank you, and let's make it happen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Success Mindset.